Little Rick and Bubba save the day.
Well, I stumble out of bed as my head and stomach churn. I'll never learn, and it burns like the bacon on my George Foreman grill. As I start to hit the radio, I know I'll find myself the perfect show, and my days ain't never gonna be the same. As I'm cranking up my car and I ride into the city, I hear a lot of noise from morning shows that think they're witty. Riding up and down the highway, laughing at two fat boys, singing, start your day with Rick and Bubba. Everybody say, start your day with Rick and Bubba.
It is 7 minutes past the hour of the Rick and Bubba Show. 866-WE-BE-BIG is our number this hour of the Rick and Bubba Show, brought to you in part by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Are you looking for the latest athletic apparel or footwear, playing baseball, football, basketball, golf, tennis, lacrosse, you name it? Everything you need under one location there. The right stuff, the low price, every day. Academy Sports and Outdoors.
And Rick and Bubba's Beef Jerky.
Yes. By the way, and this is a big day of surprises. We just found out that Rick and Bubba Beef Jerky is in the sample stages and looking for distributors.
How long? You said a year. I believe it's been 2 years since we started.
Well, and I don't want to start making announcements here, but and get out ahead of the press conference, but we just secured Taylor Hicks as a spokesperson.
Let me tell you, that's the best beef jerky I have ever had. I mean, pig's feet don't have nothing on this.
No, it's all made from brisket.
Yeah, you got to know your brisket.
And then we have of course, the nail guy jerky called El Diablo.
Yes, El Diablo.
Taylor Hicks, how you doing?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
I'm just fired up to have you back.
You look rested up, man.
You do.
Yeah. You look tired last time you were here. You were running.
Yeah, I was. I've been laying around. I've been laying around the house for a while, listening to y'all and watching TV. But it's time to go back to work.
So in the studio now in Nashville, working on the next album, right?
Yep, in studio, working on the record and writing a lot of brand new music up there. And you know what's great about Nashville is that, you know, people, they get up, they have coffee, they go write songs until, 12. They go eat, a good soul food place, and then they write from 12 to 5, and then when 5 o'clock hits, they go have a beer.
That's the whole thing.
I mean, that's the way that Nashville that's the way that people write music in Nashville. I mean, it's a very, 8 to 5 kind of a mentality.
It's my job.
It's the job. And, there's a lot of great music that comes out of that. I like that kind of way of working, especially, new material and stuff, because, you look forward to eating the soul food restaurant at noon, and then you work, 8-hour days.
Hey, have you heard of that new country band coming out of Nashville, the Doobie Brothers?
You believe that? You hear that story?
They're sponsored by y'all's people.
Yes, that's another.
We did a story yesterday. You talk about Nashville, how Nashville is launching them like a new country band with this new album they've got, and it was funny they're saying the new act, just like Zac Brown Band, the Doobie Brothers, and we were laughing about that, and that they, but
I heard
a lot of music.
It's not just country.
No.
Did I hear that Kesha just bought a new place in Nashville? You wouldn't think that she would be, East Coast Nashville. You think that'd be L.A. all the way?
Yeah, a lot of.
I didn't want to blow the cover for the new duet. I'm sorry.
Somebody says she's moving there just to burn the city down. Pretty much. Classy lady. So Taylor, we every time we talk to you, you have to go a little bit of American Idol, because it'd be like asking earlier in the show or yesterday when we talked to Bobby Bowden.
I'm sorry he's asking.
Well, no, if Bobby Bowden sits in that chair, I'm going to bring up his national championships. Okay, he might be doing something else, but I'm going to talk about him coaching.
Of course.
Now, because all the things you're already doing, the Broadway, and I know we're going to talk a little bit about some TV pilots you've been doing. You're writing a new album.
Are you trying out for $2.5 million?
I was just going to ask you.
I am the new Charlie Sheen.
I tell you, the breaking news today is unbelievable.
Don't get me started.
Oh my gosh!
What if that guy was a harmonica playing musician, and he had all the hot babes?
Well, I got some emails.
Taylor could do that.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that.
I got the harmonica playing down. I might need to work on the hot babes part.
Well, you know what? Yeah.
Oh, come on, the American Idol card. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it plays nice.
I'm sure it does.
It's got to. Come on. You know.
Show us throwing it down one time. Throw it.
It works.
Yeah, I mean, and it always disappoints me when because all of us who grew up when we were single, you tried to look for an angle that worked for you. You'd have football that delivered. You'd have being a musician, a singer that can deliver. There's all sorts of different things. And I remember how disappointed I was. But and again, he wasn't single, which made it worse. But because to me, if Bill Clinton had been single, it appeared that he accomplished, in my opinion, when you look at the quality, a very low grade for having that much card to play. If I'm leader of the free world, okay, those women were ugly. To me, those are some pretty ugly women, frankly.
Yeah,
for that kind of card.
He shouldn't be doing it, but let's face it. If I'm president, I'm getting Sharon Stone, not Paula Jones.
Yeah, if I'm leader of the free world, and I got that card, I got that card. I hate to bring up John F. Kennedy, but he played it.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
He should have. You would think of how smart Bill was. You would think he would, follow in John F. Kennedy's
JFK said, it seemed like we both made some mistakes, but when I made it, at least people looked at me and said, I understand. You shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have done it. But I understand. With Clinton, you threw everything away for these people.
What are you doing? You almost got impeached.
They're raising money to get nose jobs.
Yeah,
it's a different thing.
I'm saying if you got that kind of card, people look at you and go, man, that was a mistake. But hey, I
understand.
I understand that was a.
We get it.
Yeah.
We're almost with you.
Right. Yeah.
He didn't have much of a cull factor.
No.
Really no.
And for such a powerful card, because you play your angles and you're playing.
Just being handy seemed to be a big deal with him.
You let's face it. In your position,
close by.
In your position, Taylor Hicks, singer songwriter, won American Idol. You should be able to date beyond what your looks may limit you to. You ought to be able to upgrade. You're a handsome guy, but I'm saying with that card, your handsomeness might have got you around.
We know what you mean, Rick.
You know what I mean?
Taylor's giving that funny look.
When you see Bubba and I's wives, you say, "Wow." They hit that out of the park.
Yeah. Married up.
You always, if you got, what I'm saying is, if you've got a card, you should be able to date and marry up. You shouldn't marry and date down, or even equal to what you're looking. Equal. You ought to be able to get beyond that.
Yeah, like Bubba said earlier. You're a hunk. So
you used that term
earlier.
I
didn't call you
I
that.
don't let anybody down. I'm trying.
Would you mind showing me some pictures of you today? So I can.
I bet you've had a few offers come back your way that you were like, wow, I wish I had a video camera because everybody wouldn't believe this.
Yeah. A few times.
Just when you dated Paula Abdul alone.
Right. That alone.
Yeah.
I've still got the pictures to prove that. I'm waiting on that. I'm holding on those cards.
As a matter of fact,
that's my book in 10 years. And that's my photo book.
Yeah, I've actually requested he send me a picture of he and Paula eating Rick and Bubba jerky.
Rick.
So you're watching now because we bring up this. You won. Do
you watch it?
You won.
I do, yeah.
You won American Idol. Won it. So when
confetti falling, horns blasting, last one standing.
And I know at times that can be a curse, but hey, you can't beat that stage. Then you get to launch the things you really want to do.
Yeah.
Paula Abdul, Simon, Randy. Would you have liked to go? What do you think about this new panel? To me, I thought it was going to be a disaster, but it's actually
worked out pretty well.
I like Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
I don't know much about J-Lo. I have not really studied. I was more into Aerosmith than I was J-Lo. But
sure.
I like J-Lo. I think she's sincere. I think Paula was sincere. But I think Steven Tyler, they had to have somebody over the top and a big personality. I think he fits that. Mm-hmm. But, the thing about Simon is that, I tell people that there's not too many British folks walking around middle America. So I think that there was a really good relationship. It was like some British person that you'd never met before. That's the reason why people love Simon. It's because he was the Brit and everybody didn't get to meet.
Unique.
They love to hate him. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I think this is kind of a nice change. I think people are being a little bit more positive about some of the contestants and stuff because it's really up to the people that are voting. It's not really based on what the judges think. They have opinions, but it's up to the people that are voting. That's what I think. I wouldn't worry about Simon too much as I was just somebody's grandmother trying to get on the phone and vote all night.
Soul Patrol.
Exactly.
That's right. Soul Patrol. Gotta have it. Soul Patrol.
16 minutes past revision with Taylor Hicks. 866 We Be Big is our number. We'll come back, continue to chat with him. We'll put all the information about Taylor